higher derivatives and Leibniz theorem. Question 1. Find the third derivative of the function y equal to x sin x using Leibniz theorem. You know, here is given third derivative in the functions x sin x. According to these functions, we use product rule u dot v formula. Solution: let ux equal to x, comma vx equal to sin x. According to your questions, we get u dot v formula. We apply the Leibniz rule d power 3 upon dx power 3 uv, because in the questions given third derivative, then we use 3 times, equal to summation k equal to 0 to 3. You must be remember this formula. The value is 3, means according to your questions n is 3 k u power k x v 3 minus k x. You know what is the k? The initial value is k 0, then second value is 1, 2 and 3. If we continue the steps, k minus 0, 3 minus 0, 3 minus 1, 3 minus 2, 3 minus 3 can be continue. According to these steps, k equal to 0. It means first starting value 0 in both side, then 1, 2 and 3. All step if we use Leibniz rule. Now we find the derivative of ux equal to x. First you write this function is same. First derivative of x we get 1. Again 2 u power 2 means second derivative. Constant derivative we get 0. And third derivative also 0, because the derivative 0 is we get 0. According to your question, third time derivative, then we go on third time derivative. Derivative of ux equal to sin x. First, this function you write same. Now we find first derivative. The derivative of first sin x is cos x. Now we again find the derivative of cos x, we get minus sin x. Second times. The derivative of sin x is cos x. We get third time derivative. Now we apply formula. Now d3 upon dx power 3 u dot v. U dot v is a formula functions equal to, because here is given 3, then you write 3. Initially we start 0, u 0 and v 3. Now plus sign. Second times we start 1, u1 and v2 plus 3, 2. You can see here, if we start 0 through 3, then we convert all values 0, 1, 2 and 3. If you write 0, then you write 0. If you write here 1, then you write here. You write 2 and you write here also 2. And if you write here 3, then you write also 3. You must be remember here is power 3, it means we start in the power 3, then power 2, then power 1, then power 0. Then you can easily remember this formula. D power 3 upon dx 3 x sine x, we put in the values 3, 0. You know, this is a binomial step. First you write 3 factorial, then divide by 0 factorial and bracket 3 minus 0 bracket close factorial. After the simplification you get 1. U power 0, what we get? X. V power 3 minus cos x. You can see here V power 3 minus cos x you write here. Plus sign according to formula. Now we use these steps. U1, the value of U1 is first derivative. Right? We get 1 and V2. You know V2 is minus sin x. This value you write same. We put in the value of U2 and V1 plus sin. You write same. The value of U3. U3 in the previous time you get 0 and V0. V0 the value is sin x. Now we simplify. You now binomial theorem you solve 1 and you write same here. Same process you find binomial theorem. First you write 3 factorial 1 factorial bracket 3 minus का 1 bracket close factorial. Then you simplify we get 3. Now you multiply these values minus sin x. You must be remember if here is 0 then all terms will be 0. Plus sign. Here is also 0 then multiplications of all terms will be 0. Now open bracket you can see here multiply by 1 minus ka x cos x. Now you multiply minus ka 3 sin x. Final answer d power 3 upon dx 3x sin x equal to minus ka x cos x minus ka 3 sin x. Question 2. Find the second derivative of y equal to x power 3 ln x using leibniz theorem. According to your question, second derivative, it means we find 2 times derivative. You know, we use ordered rule. We suppose u x power 3 and ln x is v. Now we solve ux equal to x power 3 and vx equal to ln x. We want d square upon dx square x power 3 ln x, because according to your questions the given find the second time derivative means you write 2. If given third time then you write 3. Derivative of ux equal to x power 3. First you write question same, then if we find first derivative, no you know if we find first derivative then 3x square 1 power will be minus again derivative, then 2 multiplied by 3 6x and 2 minus 1 we get 1. Second time derivative we get x equal to 6x. Derivative of vx equal to ln x. First you write this question, Sam. Then we find first derivative of ln x. You must be remember all the formulas of derivative. The derivative of ln x is 1 upon x. Now we again find this derivative. Then derivative of 1 upon x minus 1 upon x square. Use leibniz rule. D square upon dx square uv equal to, now this formula 20 u0 v2. We find binomial theorem. 2 factorial divide by 0 factorial, small bracket, 2 minus 0 bracket close factorial. Then simplifications, then we get 1. U power 0 according to your questions here is given x power 3 and v power 2. Get the answer minus 1 upon x square. Plus sign you write same. Again binomial theorem formula 2 factorial divide by 1 factorial small bracket 2 minus 1 bracket close factorial. After the simplification we get 2 u power 1 3x square and v power 1 you can see 1 upon x. Plus sign you write same. 2 and 2 we again binomial theorem formula we get 1 and u power 2 you get 6x v power 0 according to your questions ln x. Now we simplify. You can see here is given x square and x power 3. Then x square x power 3 can be cancelled, we get x. You can simplify the power convert in minus, then 3 minus 2 we get 1. Minus sign you write same. 2 multiplied by 3 6x. You can see here is given 1 upon x. This x, this power 2 will be cancelled. So only we get x. 2 multiplied by 3 6x. Plus sign you write plus sign. Now we multiply 1 6x multiplied by ln x 6x ln x. Now you can see here both are x value. Minus का 1 plus 6 we get plus 5x plus 6x ln x you write same. Final answer d square upon dx square ln x power 3 ln x equal to 5x plus 6x ln x. Question 3. Use Leibniz theorem to find the fifth derivative of y equal to e power x multiplied by cos x. It means you can easily solve because you have solved two questions. Same process here. You can see here is e power x multiplied by cos x. We use bordered rule here also. Let ux equal to e power x and vx equal to cos x. We want d power 5 upon dx power 5 e power x cos x. Use Leibniz rule. You know d power 5 upon dx square uv equal to summation of k equal to 0 to 5 u power k x v 5 minus k x. You must be remember the formula of Leibniz rule. But since u power k x equal to ex for all k, the and trigonometric derivatives are cyclic every fourth terms. We only need to compute v power n. You all understand what I am telling you? The derivative of ex is also ex. The derivative of ex is also dx. If we can find any times derivative, we will get same answer. The derivative of cos x. You write first question is same. The derivative of cos x minus sin x. Again derivative minus cos x minus sin is also given. The derivative of sin x cos x. You can see two times derivative. If we find third time derivative, the derivative of cos x equal to minus sin x, then minus sin x convert will be plus sin x. Again derivative of sin x cos x. We get fourth time derivative. If we find fifth time derivative, again derivative of cos x minus sin x. You must be remember derivatives formula. Now you can see we put the values all 50 cos x plus 50. We have get u1, v2, v3, v4 and the derivative of u. You also know all the derivative is e power x. Then we get common because all the terms is given same values. And we put in the values which we get according to your questions. Then we simplify. You know we use binomial theorem after the simplification in 1 sin x you write same. Then we get 5 minus sin x you write same. After the simplification of binomial you get minus 10 and minus sin plus 10 sin x, and after this simplification you get this plus sin, because plus minus minus sin x. You already know how can we simplify of binomial. You know the process of binomial means if we find 5 factorial divide by 4 factorial small bracket 5 minus 4 bracket close factorial, then we simplify. Now you can see here cos x we also see cos x cos x. It means plus 5 plus 1 plus 6 and minus 10. We get minus 4 cos x and sin x. You can see here minus 5 minus 1 means minus 6 plus 10 sin x. We get plus sin 4 sin x. Final answer d power 5 divided by dx power 5 means fifth derivative e power x cos x. We have get this answer. Okay, thank you.